Good morning, TT Dennis, Uncle Mike. That's fucking grinding my gears. I'm just trying to pull up this fucking curve. I just can't seem to do it this morning. What's up, one person? I don't know if I told you guys, but I thought my transmission was whining. It was not. Because it wouldn't do it in my motherfucking face. Finally did it in my motherfucking face. And I was like, I know you didn't do that in my motherfucking face. Cool. I want to see where the lag was. My lips ashy in a motherfucker this morning. I guess I wouldn't need this up there, how now would I? Yeah, nigga. Put on my Detroit frames today. The Javiers. The Javiers. Put in my Milwaukee, Detroit frames, you know what I mean? Gate. Switch is sweating today, baby. That motherfucking fan been on since I turned this bitch on. Because that Switch 2 came out. Now all of a sudden it's overheating. Worked just fine till y'all got more games for the Switch 2. Y'all figured out that ain't nobody buying that Switch 2 who got a Switch 1. Everybody buying a Switch 2 is a new customer. But that's what you greedy fuckers want. New customer, new customer, new customer, right? New customer, new customer, new customer, right? Greedy motherfuckers. You finally got new customer, new customer, new customer. You know who else did that? Bill Gates. You know who this shit ain't working out for? PlayStation, Nintendo, and Bill Gates, who all did the same shit. You gonna force us to stop shopping with you. That's what you gonna do, thinking your ass is smart. They don't understand that about the gaming industry. They run out all the old gamers for new gamers. And then new gamers don't spend the money, don't spend the time or the effort. You motherfuckers is rotating customers because y'all greedy. When them new customers was on their way in anyway, trying to be like the old customers, motherfucker. What I don't understand is that if I got a product, if I got crack, I don't try to sell it to the police. And what I'm saying is that if I was like NetherRealm Studio, ain't no way that fucking game would be looking like that now. All them gay motherfuckers and no black people and them weak ass combos. It wouldn't look like that. Because I wouldn't give a fuck about new guys being like, why does Mortal Kombat have a run button? I wouldn't give a fuck. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't give a fuck about your sore losing ass who don't play this shit anyway. Your sore losing ass who put your money toward GTA. Motherfucker, fuck you. And Street Fighter's been doing that ever since Street Fighter 4. And real Street Fighter fans is like, man, when can we get a game? Because y'all keep making these bitch ass PlayStation RPG games for motherfuckers. We want a real fucking game, bro. We ain't had a real fucking game since Alpha 3. Do not call Third Strike a motherfucking game. That was a motherfucking experiment. And it fucking went terrible. I'm gonna tell you how terrible it went. Because when it came to bringing out Street Fighter 4, they was the last characters to show up in Third Strike characters. Didn't nobody even want Third Strike characters in there. They just threw Third Strike characters in there so they could sell us the game one more time. One more time, time. One more time. I lost a pack of cigars this morning. A whole pack. Whole pack. Anybody in here have a job so long you can feel something coming up that's job related? What's up, Luke Carroll? I can read with these glasses, these magical reading glasses. I look like Elton John. So I have the look of, I don't give a fuck on me. That's good. That's good. Luke Carroll, you sound like an old school white dude. Elton John looking motherfucker. Old school white dudes love pointing out, and this is what I love about old school white dudes. They love pointing out which other old school white dudes are fags. I know that because I used to work in the shop. You know, it's been one of my favorite songs because it embodies my ADD ass life and it's wrote by a gay guy. Queen. I'm gonna have myself a good time. And old white guys are like, what are you talking about, sucking dicks? No, I'm not talking about sucking dicks. This ain't Christmas time, Peckerwood. You was happy to hear about somebody talk about sucking dicks. No, nigga. I've been having a good time drugged up. Fuck is you talk? Don't stop me now, because I'm having a good time, having a good time. And life done made a man out of me with all of the bullshit that keeps on going on, my guy. But guess what? Ain't no stopping me. Yeah. Burning through the stars, yeah. That's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit. After that, it's all, after they find out I like the Queen song, it's always a joke. Hey, Mr. Fahrenheit, you want to help me with the gaskets? Hey, Mr. Fahrenheit. Do I call you gay guys from my culture Michael Jackson? Don't call me Michael Jackson. You the same color as Michael Jackson. Well, he paid good money to get my fucking color. And Michael Jackson gets sunburned now. You white like Michael Jackson, bro. Y'all white. And Michael Jackson got a pet dog. And he touched a little white boy. All things that white men do. Now, what did my black ass do that Queen did? Besides jam to his motherfucking song, like millions and millions of people have done, because it's one of the greatest selling rock albums ever, as far as a single. And I know you hate to admit that. You know what I mean? And while white dudes quick to call Queen gay, why don't y'all ever call Elvis a fucking child molester? AIDS stopped that motherfucker? Yeah, I agree. AIDS stopped Eazy-E too. Listen, You can get AIDS from any one of these bitches because all these bitches do is fuck faggots. Other than these faggots, the genetics would have died off a long time ago. The faggots already told you that they are genetically a faggot. That means their father is a faggot and their father. They all gay. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, if bitches keep giving them pussy, we ain't got no choice but to breed with Mr. Fahrenheit's wife and get AIDS sooner or later. So AIDS stopped a lot of motherfuckers except Magic Johnson, who proved to us that black people should technically be immune to AIDS. The fact that black people fight against their sickle cell genetics is the reason why they're not immune to AIDS. But I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. And listen. Let me tell you something else I discovered about AIDS that swept under the rug. Why y'all be like, black women are infected with AIDS? No, they carry the AIDS trait when they do get it sometimes. Because sometimes they don't even be infected with that shit, but they can pass it on to you. The fact that they have sickle cell traits. Listen, Magic Johnson then been around for 25, 3,500 years, my nigga, before Eazy-E even caught AIDS. Eazy-E was murdered. If you believe that these artists are not getting murdered, not just for the copyrights, but because of what they actually might say and how they actually don't fit in the quote, it's supposed to be real world or new world order. See, back then, can you imagine having a YouTube following of 500 million people before YouTube existed? It's not a motherfucker they want saying anything because he got potentially 500 million motherfuckers listening to him. And life ain't about what you know or who you know. And white people don't make the rules. I'm going to tell you who makes the rules. Whoever controls the opinion. And that's why white people are on every form of social media trying to feed you their ideology. You know what's funny? White people ideology just don't be making no sense sometimes. Like sometimes their ideology is pure hating on niggas. And don't nobody even say shit. I'm gonna give you a good example of what happened in my generation. I remember white people was throwing a big ass fit about niggers putting cars on rims. Oh my God, it's on rims. Oh my God, it's so dangerous. Oh my God, blah, 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 blah. And I started like, what about the white boys with a lift kit? Well, that's different. What's different? Same parts. Just different rims. What the fuck is so much different? But I agree, a lot of niggas don't want to upgrade their rims. They want to upgrade the brakes and shit. But that's cool. The brakes only get so big. They only gonna stop so much. So with that being said, I mean, then they were telling niggas they needed a CDL to ride around on rims. And then these bitch ass niggas try to pretend like they don't remember that. Because they don't want to admit they were being oppressed. Nigga, that's some shit you need to admit to before the fuck we get old so our kids know what happened. They refused to let us ride around on 22-inch rims. That was an issue. Now, I look at the fucking Escalade built after 2003, and guess, lo and behold, guess what it comes on? The top of the line package, 22-inch rims. Everybody get your roll on. It's okay when white people do it. So if you want a car on rims, just buy one from a white person. Yeah, buy your whips from white people. But you're old school? No, you can't put that on the rims. Sorry, buddy. What do you mean, Luke Carroll? This is white people I'm talking about, not just wealthy people. These are complaints I've heard fresh out the white man's mouth, his motherfucking self. Just like I used to be like, black guys are always putting purple lights under their car. This is shit y'all comedians be saying and shit. Damn, y'all can never take responsibility for shit, dog. Get your white ass out of here with that bullshit. Well, we didn't do it. Yes, the fuck you did, bitch. And white people are in control of the laws. So when other white people start talking shit about these niggers are riding on rims, other white people was making laws to them like, shut the fuck up. Go find something else to police black people about. Everything they do is a fucking crime. Damn. Can't do shit but sell fucking dope. Getting a job is a fucking crime. It's a crime for him to drive through your fucking neighborhood at a certain amount of time without a certain amount of shit. And if he's broke and just now starting off life, where's he gonna get money for insurance? Where's he gonna get money for license and registration? Where's he gonna get money for all this shit? Lucky the guy has a car, he's out here trying to make it. But you're trying to get every single person that's not white fired from that specific place. Which is why that company, i.e., had to move. And it happened in a lot of places. A lot of these corporations, y'all don't realize, they didn't move because they couldn't afford to be there. They moved because they didn't have no fucking workforce because the fucking white-ass police harassing everybody. And I tell you what, if I ran textiles, milling, and printing service or what the fuck ever, and all my black employees get robbed, or all my black employees get stopped by the police, then the Asians, and then I look up, it ain't nothing but white people here. Then my production numbers drop. I'm shutting down. I'm shutting down. Because white people have cornered me, so they have jobs, and now I'm supposed to employ these motherfuckers while I'm going out a bit. No, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I shut this shit down. Y'all be like, it's never any jobs out here in Waukesha to come to stay. Because you harass everybody who's capable of working that job, and you can't keep up with the production after you do it. There you go. White people, like, they haters. They the same hater to be like, I can do that job. That's not hard. Anybody can do that job. Who does that guy think he is? He talks like his job is so hard. Like he's big shit. Knowing your lazy white ass don't want to do shit but sit in a machine all day. Every time you go to the job site, that's all a white person is doing. Sitting in the fucking machine. They ain't ever lifting, sweeping, organizing, doing shit. They always in a fucking machine. All their YouTube videos where they operating on the job site, they all operating heavy machinery. Never seen a white guy get his ass out the fucking forklift. I'm going home if I can't drive the forklift. I'm going home. Bye, go home, motherfucker. It's not a conspiracy keeping us employed. It's a conspiracy keeping you employed, motherfucker. We work. White people get paid not to do shit all day, and they don't even own the company. Must be nice to be white. And if you ask them white people to work, they'll write you up to HR. And I swear to God, let me tell you something else I noticed about white people. Y'all so mad that Mexicans can't do what niggas do. Y'all so mad about that. Like, it just eats y'all the fuck up. Any job you see a black person doing, you try to make sure you give 17 Mexicans a try before you give a nigga a try. As a mechanic, I watch shops go through 95 million people, 6 of them black. Then I watch, as I'm working in the shop, I watch the Mexicans rotate, the white people rotate, while these motherfuckers hesitate on paying my money. I'd be like, for real? Yeah, it's time for me to go somewhere else, Jack. That's how I got to be independent. You know what I mean? I got tired of motherfuckers playing my money. LOL, if I didn't, it might have some money to shit. What the fuck ever. I know I talk so much BS, Luke Carroll. You know why I'm talking BS? Because it's not shit that benefits you as a white man in society, Luke Carroll. But I don't get no fuck. It's too much that benefits your white ass all fucking ready. So there you go. I see what's going on. Luke Carroll, I'm not gonna even read those comments, buddy. I'm not gonna let your racism round me up today. I'm not gonna read your racist ass comments. You know what I mean? You know what, Luke? That comment wasn't as racist as I thought. And I know that my real comments hurt people's feelings to the point where they take my jokes seriously. I coined a term for that. I call it alpha hating. It's where your hating goes into alpha mode, where you're just an alpha hater. You know what I mean? That's where if the guy says, I feel like all of blank people should be blank, but for blank, blank, blank. You know what I mean? Now, when he cracks a joke about what if we just blank them on the moon? You're like, you stupid fuck, the firmament exists. You can't blink on your moon. Your joke is stupid. Oh, your joke is stupid. She's your one. That's kind of what happens to me. And the good thing about YouTube is the coward doesn't have to be seen. So they just hide behind fake profiles, fake pictures, fake statements. It's cool though. It's about as cool as it's gonna get. But the fact that you Mexican or white should not qualify you for a job. The fact that you black should not disqualify you for a job. You know, as a black person in the United States, I got the right to feel like I want to see everybody fucked up. But everybody feel like I don't have that right. Everybody want to see black people fucked up. If they didn't, why don't y'all do shit when they're shot frivolously by the police? Why it's never anybody's problem but the black people? Not the Mexicans getting put out. That's supposed to be the niggas' problem, though. White people going bankrupt. That's supposed to be niggas' problem. Y'all some fucking idiots. Just like the dumbass Africans. I can tell y'all was all bred from dumbass Africans. The dumbass Africans put niggas off of their land and sold them. And then when white people invaded and oppressed them, they wonder why. Nigga, you put all the you asked all the warriors to leave. All the warriors left. Then you motherfuckers stood by with sticks and skirts. And the white man came and raped and pillaged everything. He didn't have to throw a bullet. He came in there and you voluntarily bent over. Then you expected him just to leave after he got what he wanted. Fuck no, motherfucker. That's his shit now. Africa belonged to the Roman Catholics, nigga. This is a known fact by most people who ain't black or African. Everybody knows this shit. I'm odd for black people. I know too much. What do you mean by American natives? I am the American native. All them white people you see here, I'll let stay. Ain't not a motherfucking, don't run. Listen, don't come in here with that shit. Don't come in here with that shit. Native Americans are Peckerwoods. They are Siberians. They are Russians, motherfucker. Do not come in here with that bullshit. It was motherfuckers here before they got here, which was me, motherfucker. How you doing, Miss Hash Brown? How you doing, B Wasp? Ain't no such thing as a Native American. That's a hunky pretending like he a nigga. The Native Americans were given a check for people enslaving them and taking their land. Show me a Native American slave. Show me one. What's his name? Tell me the book to Google. Because in my history books, I didn't see none of them motherfuckers getting hit with a whip. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. I ain't see that shit. Don't come in here with that pretending shit. They not from Africa. They not from America, motherfucker. And black people ain't from Africa. We are invaders in Africa. We conquer Africa. We call it Kush, Kimite, Ethiopia, and Egypt, nigga. Respect the gang. See, that's some white people can't accept that black people not from Africa. The reason why you can't accept that black people not from Africa, because if you accepted black people not from Africa, then you accept that we conquered it first. Before we conquer Africa, we conquer Asia and Europe. Yeah, we conquered Eurasia, motherfucker, the whole Eurasia. That means that the sun never set on the Tartarian Empire. And how you know white people never achieved that is because if the sun never set on a motherfucking British Empire, like they said, then them motherfuckers would have been drowned and rained in brimstone too, because God don't play that shit. But that ain't what happened. They pretend like they ran every motherfucking thing, which the fuck they didn't. And the only reason why Britain had so much goddamn territory is because Britain was originally owned by the Moors. So the Moors conquered it. The true conquerors of the earth are the fucking Moors and Tartarians, nigga. Me, I conquered this shit. I'm tired of you motherfuckers who ain't conquered shit running your motherfucking mouth about where people been at and all that other shit. You don't know where people done been, motherfucker. And by that, I mean you don't know where people are from. And I know it might sound stupid to you because I'm going against what your weak-ass history books told you that the whole world is telling you is a fucking lie. Now that we got the fucking internet and able to talk to them motherfuckers from overseas. Half of you motherfuckers don't think the British speak English when they invented the shit. You over here saying retarded ass shit like aluminum. The British is like, what the fuck is aluminum? This. Oh, you mean aluminium. Oh, this poor chump means aluminium. Okay, yeah. Aluminium. It's one of the periodic tables, Mike. Can't believe that bloke couldn't say aluminium. What a muppet. It's even spelled it that way. Aluminium. How do you not? What do you mean? It's muppet. Are they teaching them to read in America? In America? No, they're not teaching us to read very good in America. And they're not even teaching us the proper pronunciations for shit. That's why we say shit like aluminum instead of aluminium. What the fuck would I know? Oh, that's very interesting. Black people didn't need to conquer America. We were born here. This is our Garden of Eden. This is where we started. Okay, Wood. Didn't nobody start in Africa, nigga. We went to Africa, invaded, and made them people more human because they weren't human at the fucking time. White people breed in very slow numbers. And let me tell you something. White people all have at least 10% black in them. Am I wrong? I'm going to tell you how all white people got 10% black in them. For me putting black and white bitches. What are you talking about? I put the black in the white bitch, and then she later on has your ass, and then you get some black in you. The blackest part of you, Peckerwood, is your melanin. That's what makes you a hominoid species, your melanin. Oh, you wouldn't even be human if it wasn't for me. You'd still be scratching your fucking fur. That's why y'all still smell like dogs, because y'all got some more breeding to do. But niggas need to stop breeding with y'all, because it's giving us PLS, ILS, GLS, motherfucking cancer, motherfucking goddamn diabetes. Like, y'all got some fucked up genetics. Y'all need to just go ahead and die off. Plus, nobody can get along with y'all. Y'all always, everything's a fucking secret ass little war. Y'all got all these little secret societies and gay clubs going around. Y'all do is worship the devil. We tired of you motherfuckers. We really are. And then some white people ain't even doing shit but chilling. But for the white people that's just chilling, y'all need to stop chilling and fuck these other white people up before the world get off some Hitler shit with y'all again. I've done it multiple times. If you think niggas gonna come save y'all this time, we not, because we tired of y'all ass too. We sick of it. Next motherfucker race kidnap white people, black people gonna be like, you niggas are supposed to be brave, why don't you help us? Nah, we not helping y'all. We tired of y'all shit, man. Y'all keep doing shit, bro. Damn. We let y'all have a whole little musty ass Europe, bro. The Moors retreated. They retreated into fucking Spain. Asia, Africa, they retreated. They let y'all have it. The fuck? And we only enslaved you so we can get you to build yourself some decent buildings that you weren't shitting in and living in your own shit on the streets. I.e., the Black Plague you were spreading during the Dark Ages, motherfucker. Why was it called the Black Plague? Because my black ass went right into Europe and helped white people heal from that shit by showing them sanitary living conditions and teaching them about indoor plumbing. Which somehow they have forgot. Do you realize white people had a disease so bad in Europe that it spread to Spain and start killing them motherfuckers off? Disease so bad, y'all, disease and roaches were leaking out of Europe. Well, it's not really y'all fault about Spain. I don't know. Spain had roaches too. Don't let them motherfuckers lie. Spaniards were living just like white people, but worse. And that's the truth about it. Nigga, at the time y'all was living in fucking caves, nigga. I was living with indoor fucking plumbing, motherfucking free electricity, flying motherfucking machines. Bitch ass nigga. I bet you every race don't have a weird secret group. I bet you it's just white people. I bet you white people have enough secret groups to count for every single race. I bet you every single race that has multiple races inside of it, i.e. Jews. You know what I mean? I bet you the white people are the problem. Latinos, I bet you the white ones are the problem. Asians, I bet you the white ones are the problem. I can almost guarantee it. It was the population density and lack of understanding for disease and how they spread. Nah, it's a lack of respect for themselves. White people have no respect for themselves. All the time white people really do shit for themselves. Listen, they did a study on white people back when Martin Luther King was running around and shit like that. And they used to ask white people, what do you want? Because we're white, we're the government. We will give white people whatever they want. We just need you all collectively to say it. Say what you want. And then collectively, they said, I don't know. I don't want to stay by niggers. I want to live in a better neighborhood than niggers live in. And at the time, white people was hots and the cots on the farm. Black people was, I mean, just getting back from Black Wall Street type shit. So black people, they was doing their motherfucking thing. It was all type of black aristocrats running around this motherfucker they don't want to talk about. So all they wanted to be was better than the niggas. That's all white people wanted to be, was better than the niggas back then. And you know what? I see that now. They just want to be better than the niggas. Even white people on the internet who buying old schools and fixing them up, they only buy the old schools that niggas buy. If a nigger don't buy that car, he not gonna fix it up. And they trip me out with it too. Okay, Chevy Chevelle, that's a nigger car. But, you know what I mean? He about a white boy. He go get a Chevy Chevelle with a 454. And then still put a 10.9 liter in it. Well, I'm just gonna take this 454 out. Well, nigga, the 454 is what made it the collector's item. It was. Why did you take a 454 model Chevelle and put a 9.4 liter in there? Why couldn't you take the 307 Chevelle and do that? Actually, that's what they were hoping you do with them. Now watch how many white boys be doing Hellcat Demon engine swaps. Watch with good Demon engines in them. I can spend my money how I want to. You just want somebody to say something. That's what you want. But what's really making white boys mad is that the new nigga, he too gay to like cars. So he don't care. He wants a Tesla. And everybody fighting over Tesla. And he got a T for goddamn his symbol. It sounds like stolen Tartarian technology to me. Just like Rolls Royce. And Bentley. That's why these symbols look crazy like that. Those Tartarian symbols, Jack. From a bygone era. Eminem did that too. I believe it. I believe he seen niggas rapping and that's all he wanted to be, was a black rapper. I'm gonna be a white black rapper. The fucked up part is he made it. And then white people couldn't deny him his dream. They had no choice but to buy his album. What other white person you got rapping? Right. Now, Eminem don't ever have to be the best rapper. Long as he's the best white rapper. That's all that matters. White people are convinced we're competing with black people for some reason. That shit crazy. What if y'all kill off all the black people and the earth stop rotating or some shit? What if because black people have the same biological makeup as a plant? What if the environment needs us? What if you've been totally reading carbon dioxide wrong? This is what I mean. This is exactly what I mean. Look, any other black person, they would have just called the police on. This crackhead, there go his shit. Then walked onto the fucking job site. And then this proof to all the white construction workers on the internet. Just walk up and ask for a job. Yeah. You fucking lying piece of shit. He just asked for a job. He asked for a job, he gave him a water. Look at that. Apply for construction jobs today, niggers. You can get a bottle of water when you apply. Free bottle of water for asking for a job. Good job, nigger. I'll go back to being poor while we rip up your neighborhood and pay you nothing. 2 white people. You know what's crazy? I thought, well, it used to be a diversity law, which means that if I do this shit in a white neighborhood, I gotta hire white people. But that shit is gone out the window. They do work all the time in this neighborhood for the past 20 years, nigga. Don't be no black people on the construction site. When I usually see a black person who work in construction, he's usually one of them light-skinned mixed guys. I got a construction job. Niggas just lazy. You're really convinced that nobody even tried to go apply for $32 an hour. Are you serious? $32 an hour. Are you serious? Nobody went to apply for this shit but you. Okay. But you gotta go back to school. I think you should look up niggers' grades. We didn't do that bad in school, buddy. The reason why no black man ever wants to go back to school is because we spent 12 years in school to only use 4 or 5 years of our math, nigga. That's it. We don't use none of this other shit. And then we used to be able to use U.S. history. And then social media came out. Ain't no more using that fucking weak ass shit y'all taught us, because we know it's a fucking lie. I had to restudy history after school. No sense of paying attention to shit them fuckers was talking about, especially when 75% of your grade was about participation. So if you failed at school, it's because your teachers didn't like you. You failed because the baby boomers decided they didn't like a child. That's what our country has come down to. And you got the highest test scores in American history, nigga, when they tested us, even though you in the bottom 37. But listen, the problem is why you in the bottom 37 is because you were educated by motherfuckers in the bottom 9. So that was a huge fucking leap. Just nobody respected it because intelligence is intelligence, man. They were so mad that we crushed their test scores on that international test level. They stopped talking about international tests. That shit is not, ain't no SAT, ain't none of that shit been mentioned. So they tested the last of the fucking millennium. They was like, holy shit. Yup. We know who to impress in college. It's crazy because the parent generation is jealous. The older sibling generation is jealous. And the younger generation is jealous. You just stuck in this little jealous ass web of these jealous. And then once you get past the jealousy, bam, racism. And you don't never get completely past the jealous shit. The jealous shit is like a wave that just keeps coming past. You know what I mean? So you got a red light, green light, red light, green light, red light, green light. And then you stumble off into racism, which is just fucking slowly creeping in on you. There's a lot to unravel here. Let me tell you why I'm crazy. Crazy means abnormal. Abnormal means not normal. Let's talk about normal for a second. Normal is what 90% of people are, right? And if 90% of people are dumb, blind, deaf, and retarded, what does that make normal people? So, I'm kind of happy that I'm abnormal. You know what I notice about ignorant people? For instance, ignorant ass white people think everybody live like them. So they think life evolves around them. So when you meet these ignorant ass people in society, not just white people, you meet black people like this. They are the ignorant fucking know-it-alls who think they know everything. They tell me. You be looking at them like, boy, you're a fucking idiot. I can't believe they trust you as an adult. But neither can you, so we're both stunned at life. You know, being smart but not a genius in life leaves you like Frank Grimes was on The Simpsons. I don't know if y'all know who Frank Grimes is, but he's a guy who he's the guy who hated Homer Simpson. And he hated Homer Simpson because I understand why. Because Homer did everything wrong in life, bro, and got everything he ever wanted. Here's Frank Grimes, did everything right in life and just gets nothing. He just trailed behind an idiot. This nigga, and I didn't realize they was talking about how the millennials gonna be in the workplace. I didn't realize that I'm gonna be a fucking mechanic and did all of this shit, been to school and everything for this shit. Here it is, a motherfucker that just walked in here a few years before I was born, and they're qualified to do the job. He just walked in. He fucking up cars now. I'm responsible for the shit he fucking up that he was working on before I was born. Wayne, man, I can't call it. Yeah, because I'm Homer Simpson. I understand what he feels. Because as a millennial male, I done did everything I possibly could do right, and I never get the results I'm supposed to be looking for. For instance, right? We'll take bitches, for example. I'm a straight guy. Okay? Mechanic. I can do some electrician, some carpentry, some plumbing, some masonry work. This is shit I thought you needed to bag a bitch. Skills. So anyway, and now look up. I don't have a bunch of kids. I turn on TV. There's always a bitch like, wow, you're handy. Let me give you some pussy. So I thought, I'm gonna be the number one baby daddy. I'm gonna learn everything. And I started learning everything and forgot about being the number one baby daddy. But when I look back on it and be like, wait a minute, bitch, I'm supposed to be the number one baby daddy around here. You know who got more kids than me? Mr. I can't lay cement. Mr. I can't do plumbing. Mr. I can't do electrician. Mr. I can't fix holes in the drywall. Mr. I can't change the tire. Mr. I can't jack the car up correctly. Mr. I go to work for somebody else all day and make them rich. That's who got more baby mamas than me. What it is, G? No, I ain't doing nothing live streaming. You know what I mean? I actually learned about real estate. I learned about foreclosures and tax evasive homes. You think motherfucker gave me a home? Bullshit. Listen, I can't even come up with a down payment when I'm watching people get houses for free. For free. For free. For free. You got a free house. Ain't nobody who got a free house can tell me shit. You got a free house. I've never got anything for free but bills delivered to me, Jack. I ain't got shit for free but bills delivered to me and some coochie. That's it, and the coochie still costing me time, Jack, so that shit wasn't free. When I talk, bitches don't hear a panty dropping love song. They hear a motherfucking husband in a plan. And I hate that shit because you're a whore. I'm here to do horror shit with you, not plan out the rest of my life with a fucking whore. I hate to sound like that fucking white guy with the fucking big ass fucking black socks on, getting dressed in front of the prostitute and telling her, listen, bitch, even though we've been fucking for 3 years, you can get that baby shit the fuck out your mind. And then get mad when a nigga don't contact her no more. Like, bitch, get the fuck out of my face. It was time for you bitches to have my babies, y'all didn't. When I was in my 20s, that's when y'all should have been lining the fuck up to get rid of gay genetics at least. Fuck all the skills and the talents I got. Just get rid of the gay genetics. And bitch, I can rap. Bitch, I can rap. I choose not to. Which means my priorities are good. But here it is, Mr. Rapper, opposite of me. He got more baby mamas than me because he taller. You know what's crazy? I see them same niggas now, right? And they be mad at me. Or you become a mechanic because you was laid up with bitches, bro. I went to jail. Them bitches abandoned me, so I was learning in between time, my nigga. But yeah, you and your bitch gonna have to come up off some money if y'all think I'm gonna fix y'all car. It don't work like that. You get the bitch and free labor. Hell no, nigga. No, 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 no. You get the bitch, I get the money. You gotta pick one now. Can't have them both. Can't have both. Can't have both unless you're a white guy in a movie. You will not have both. Because the white guys who got money in real life be bitchless. Bitchless. I done seen it. Asking me how to get bitches. I can't help you get bitches, Mr. White Man, because you can't help me get along. It's all about perception. You gotta believe, buddy. If you believe you can get bitches, you can get bitches. I'm not gonna tell you where it's abundance of hoes looking for white men. No, I'm not gonna tell you that. I'm not gonna tell you that 25% of my fucking income in life has came from bitches that I done had to put in a position to do a mission. Man, I ain't gonna reveal their dirty secrets. I know why they picked you over me, and it has nothing to do with, you can't even compare to me, buddy. That's part of the reason they picked you. They want a motherfucker that they can manipulate. A motherfucker that can go be a whore their whole life and then come to you and get married and make you raise 7 other guys' kids. You know what's crazy? Women are victimizing themselves with this shit. You don't even realize every time you have a baby by a sex offender that baby, even if it's a girl, could potentially either A, be a sex offender, or B, give birth to more sex offenders. Who then will be your grandkids. You one of them bitches that have babies while you young. By the time your grandkids is 20, all right, because y'all only 15 years apart, chronologically, so only be 30 years older than this motherfucker. You only 50, you still rapeable, bitch. Now when he in the room raping you, everybody done something wrong, men ain't shit. No, bitch, look at the genetics. You come on now. You gonna have to take some motherfucking response. You bitches gonna have to learn how to make better babies. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The babies y'all putting out is shitty. I know because I'm one of them babies and shit. I need better genetics. I got a whole lot of willpower, but I think willpower is something learned. I don't think it's something you born with. Then I don't have enough willpower. I seem to have enough faith, but I don't have enough willpower. Y'all lost in the subject? Mm. You probably lost because I'm too dumb to talk to people. It's gotta be me if you don't understand. Especially if you or anybody else in the chat doesn't understand. You got it. Because I promise you, I'm smarter than Jesus. You know why Jesus was misunderstood? Because he always spoke to fools. And then he repeated himself to fools. See, it wasn't a problem that he spoke to fools. It was a problem that he repeated himself. No matter how you break it down to a fool, they ain't gonna get it. Y'all realize Jesus died because the Jews had a low comprehension level? Yeah. That's some crazy shit. It's crazy how society loves seeing black men fucked up. I just don't understand that. Every depiction of a black man is him fucked up somewhere. The black men y'all put on a pedestal is the ones that been fucked up already. God damn. Shit crazy. His back look like a tape measure with all. You know, the ancients believe you can fall off the edge of the earth. I think it's funny, but you can fall off the edge of this motherfucker. God gonna be pissed you fall off the edge of the earth. Bitch ass nigga, I put you right in the middle. How did you fall off? Who the fuck told you to go way the fuck over there? Ain't shit over there. What was you looking for? Looking for heaven. You found it. You found it. You found it. This nigga lost the fucking outer space. Fucking hate humans. You realize you got a boat floating around in my basement, right? My bad, God. I didn't mean it. Who gonna go get the boat out of the basement? Somebody go get this nigga boat, because he done fell off the edge of the motherfucker earth. Exploring, that's what you call it? Here's some advice. Stop exploring, nigga! I'm not keep telling your ass, sit the fuck down! Niggas keep dying from new shit. What the? Snow? How did you niggas get covered snow? I got to hear this. The angels be like, these niggas supposed to Antarctica. Antarctica? Where, and what? Don't know niggas supposed to be in Antarctica. That's why I made it cold. I'm finna beat all y'all ass. I promise you. All the other people in heaven was like, ooh, they be like, don't cry now. Don't fucking cry now. I'm finna beat y'all. I'm gonna beat y'all motherfucking ass. I'm not playing. Listen. Take y'all ass in that motherfucking room. Quit acting like you scared to walk past me, motherfucker. Was you scared to walk past that fucking grizzly bear? I'll slap the shit out of you, stupid ass. Nigga, that's, yeah! Got for trying to run. That's because you tried to run. See, I ain't smacked nobody. I smacked you to show you can't run. I'm gonna beat y'all ass. I'm beating y'all ass in front of heaven for this shit. Whooping y'all ass and I'm sending y'all back. Stupid motherfuckers. And you know what? All the guardian angels line up. Y'all all getting y'all ass whooped. All the guardian jinn line up. Y'all getting y'all ass whooped. No. Could nobody intervene with this shit? Y'all let a nigga fall off the edge of the earth? No, fuck this shit. Nigga ain't supposed to know about the edge of the earth. This nigga done fell off of it. All you supposed to do is give him to not fall off the edge of the earth. Tell him it's a fucking ball or something. Damn. The fuck? We don't tell him how Black Adam outsmarted us and Black Eve. But this is why I didn't tell y'all had a mama. So I can beat the shit out of y'all. Y'all don't know who to cry for. I'm sick of this shit. God was so mad at niggas when they were the Tartarians. Niggas that was dying building the wall, he was like, how you die? I know how you died. You crushed. Listen. Why is y'all... Okay, listen. This is where y'all from, right here, the United States, okay? Y'all from here. Why is y'all here? Don't answer that. Why did y'all build a wall here that stretch across here 5 times? Why couldn't you just build a wall around this motherfucker? No? I'm beating your ass. No time for that shit. I'm beating your motherfucking ass. I don't care who told you to build it. We beating your ass. I'm beating his ass too when he get here. I'm whooping all you niggas' ass. I'm whooping all you niggas' ass. Matter of fact, I'm finna send some heart attacks down there. You know what? No, I'm gonna let you suffer through building a wall. But when you die, I'm gonna beat your ass. And that's why we don't know anything about, like, the mother of creation. We only consider creator because our mama probably be snitching on us. She probably stopped watching because her little nigglets was too bad. She was like, I'm through with this shit. She just went numb as a mom and shit. She was just up there with a numb brain. The angel's like, look at the niggas conquering Europe. Look at the niggas conquering Europe. She up there like, that's how they play, okay? Let them play. Look at the niggas conquering Asia. Look at the niggas conquering Asia. That's how they play. Look, I'm gonna go to sleep for a while. That bitch woke up and the whole earth had been mixed with black. She was like, what? Like, we told you your black son, he a hoe. I'm gonna just tell his daddy. That bitch went to go tell God. God was like, bitch, I know. I know. I know. I know. I told you. I told you this shit back in the garden. I said this. I said this nigga gonna be a problem. You said no, he not. You said it's gonna be my daughter that's a problem. So I made 2 daughters. And both of them hoes. Watch your mouth, bitch. My babies, they smart now. It's your bitch ass son. It's him. It's him. He done mixed in with every bitch on the motherfucking planet by now. You his daddy, you gotta stop him. You don't want me to stop him. I don't think you want me to stop him. I gotta stop this little nigga. He gonna cease to exist. Cause I'm sick of all them niggas. Didn't you like Jesus a little bit? No. Nope. The fucked up part is I liked him better than all the motherfuckers though. I don't like none of your sons. See, you only like the white ones? I don't like the white ones either. Fuck them. Wait a minute. Bitch, you created white ones? Well, yeah, because the black ones got to, and then, first of all, you made the black ones out of all type of raptor species. That's like fucking birds, cat, lizards, all types of, bitch. Okay, so what you make the white man out of? A dog? Canine? You supposed to be watching this bitch. You just letting her create shit? You didn't report back to me what the fuck she was creating? She created a monkey too. The monkey's little. What you mean little? They just short. They really smart though. Are they smart? Okay. They smart enough to explain to the rest of the motherfuckers what's going on? Not yet. You getting there? It's a start. It's a start. It's a start. You sucking some dick tonight, bitch. Cause I'll tell you what, I'm getting ready to kill all these motherfuckers off. Nope. Nope. You can't just reboot the earth. I can't just reboot the earth, bitch. I'm about to reboot the earth. Fuck is you talking about? I'll reboot your whole little stupid ass garden. This shit is dumb. So you gonna flood it like you did last time? Yeah, bitch, like I did last time. You gonna start back over at Adam. I didn't start back over at Adam, smart ass. It was Noah. Noah? Wait a minute. One of them little niggas lived? Bitch, that's the problem. That's twice he done been the problem. First he get put out the Garden of Eden. Then I flood the fucking earth. This nigga lived through both events. And after both events, shit got worse for every other species around this motherfucker. Coolio. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm about to go reboot the Earth again. Okay? Small reboot. They done killed off every species, even the dinosaurs. Tell me it's some dinosaurs on Earth, bitch. Tell me it's some dinosaurs on motherfucking Earth. I'm wondering why dinosaurs, they just eat these niggas. They got rid of the dinosaurs? It ain't even a mammoth gonna trample them bitches. No, they turned up. They done killed so much shit. That is the ozone layer temperature. Bitch, I'd fuck you up, bitch. Why is the ozone hotter than it was for the dinosaurs here? The fuck is that about? And you know they killed the dinosaur because you threw a rock way across the motherfucking everywhere and then hit the motherfucking earth. I did, bitch. I did. Soon as I found out wasn't no dinosaurs, God was like, I know you motherfuckers ain't killed no motherfucking dinosaurs, bitches. Spooge. Nuclear winter. Ice age. Niggas made it through the ice age. But it was another species that rose up out of the motherfucking ice. We came by that fucking ice. We was all human as a motherfucker. Before the ice, we was not fucking human. We came out with worse vision, worse fucking hearing. We didn't even know we had as many. Today, it's like 8 senses. What do you know? I mean, they mainly teach us about 5. Dude said the Princess Leia buns next. And you talk about Mortal Kombat. I just seen an Asian man who was cosplaying as Raiden from Mortal Kombat. But he cosplayed as the original Raiden. I don't know if you noticed about Raiden or not, but dude is like 7 feet fucking tall. What do you know? But fuck Raiden, he just a bitch. That's all I ever got to say about Mortal Kombat. Raiden is a bitch, and it's all his fucking fault. You know what? I was mad at him for killing Liu Kang at first, 1,700 times. But now I realize I've been mad for the wrong reason. That's the only thing he ever did right. Tell me I'm wrong. Liu Kang then killed off all the black people in Mortal Kombat. So there's that. Raiden killed them so he didn't become a tyrannical, racist ass ruler. The fuck do you know? This back scratcher, boy. This motherfucker, he feel like a rock and roll star back in the 60s. Do you love love me? I'm in the mood. Or do you love me? I'm in the groove. Or do you love me? I'm in the mood. Work, work. Oh, give it to me, baby. Work, work. I'm headed to the danger zone. Dun, 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 dun. Danger zone. I'm headed to the danger zone. I first heard that song. I said, y'all know all he said is danger zone, right? You don't know. I do know that drugs were stronger back then. If you could go back in time and kick it with your parents for a week, how would you think that would turn out? Do you think you can get them to influence your life any different? Because I don't. I wouldn't have hung out with my daddy for a week. I can't drink like that. Plus, he an undercover crackhead. I don't want to be sneaking and geeking. I don't think nobody want to hang out with their parents in the fucking 80s. Your parents is tooting cocaine like everybody else. You know it'd be the same old BS. If I go back kicking with my parent for a week, when I get back to the future, I'm gonna have a memory of my father always being like, "You look like a nigga I used to know. Thought he was smart than a motherfucker. Fuck that nigga. I hate that nigga." Like, really? Nigga, it was me. You was using up my cocaine the whole week, nigga. You didn't. Still a bitch ass nigga? Well, that's nice to know you consider me a bitch ass nigga if I wasn't your son. That is nice to fucking know. I'm not just a bitch ass nigga because your standards is high. I'm just a bitch ass nigga because you just can't seem to like me. That was the worst part of your life. I remember I spent this whole week using cocaine with this nigga. The next thing I knew, I had your mama pregnant. Like, damn! Fuck! Not a nigga blaming me. Knew I should have jumped with the motherfucking dementia. Knew I should have jumped time. I should have just stayed where I was at. See? My daddy think he's slick. He secretly do cocaine. And crack. I wasn't born with it in me. I was conceived with it in me, motherfucker. If that makes any sense. Tank, I know for sure you were born one of them crack babies for real though. You had to go in the incubator. You definitely 1,000% a crack baby. You make all these motherfucking secret ass accounts. You definitely a crack baby. You're a crack baby who grew up to be the police. And why you secretly investigating me, I don't fucking know. But I'm gonna sue your bitch ass. So there's that. But you know, when I talking this civil right bullshit, it's always a motherfucker think I blame. He think I'm not going to sue based on my right. That what your mama told you and you believed her? Let me ask you a question, Tank. When your mama talking, does she be like, and then keep talking? Does she just lose her breath in the middle of what she's saying? That's dope fan behavior. Don't disrespect my mom, bro. Oh, your feelings are hurt. You shouldn't have been disrespecting me. Fuck your boy ass mama. Your mama was smoking dope to get you here. Now just respect it. She must got some super pussy. You made it while she was smoking dope. And bitch, you disrespected my mama first, which I ain't gonna let slide. That's how I know your mama smoke crack, because every nigga who mama smoke crack, they be like, I'm just mama weed, my sister. Lying ass nigga, your mama smoke crack. Another thing, all motherfuckers who was born with crack in their system assume everybody else is born with crack in their system. That's why you go scroll up a few comments, he was like, you was born with that in your system. Fuck out of here, nigga. My parents from the suburbs, they had a jobs, nigga. Working 12 hours, nigga. That's what my parents do. They work 12 hours, nigga. Even when my mama sold cocaine, she still worked 12 motherfucking hours, bitch ass nigga. Fuck is you talking about? They couldn't be high all day like your parents, motherfucker. I know you thought y'all was just poor because Section 8 wasn't around back then. You was either low income or you wasn't. You know what I mean? Yep. And when she left me homeless, did you ever hear she had to ask me to come back? You know why mama had to ask me to come back? Because she needed help with the bills. I told her that's some sad, fucked up shit. The fact that you a bitter ass bitch to the point where you hate my motherfucking guts and I ain't never did shit but take care of you. And here my dumb ass is. I'm really finna move back in your house and take care of you. That's funny. It's funny. You do nothing but cripple me such as white people do. Now, this little 3 months, this little 8 months that I've been on the streets, I could have had more than 3 months getting my shit together. Now, let me ask you a question. Did your other kids who had a problem with the way we interact, did they help you do anything since I've been gone? That's fucked up. Ain't nothing got did but dishes and laundry around this bitch, huh? It's crazy. So you can't get no cooperation from them kids, huh? So you realize that all the cooperation you was getting in the background was from me. So you let them take credit for the days that you didn't wash the dishes and I decided to do them so you can go to sleep. I decided to wipe down the kitchen and shit. You know what I mean? That's crazy. That's crazy. It's crazy you find out that your kids don't clean up after themselves. That I'm the only one. It's like I'm not even your child. Adulting is hard. I would love to let y'all smell this new shit. This new sticky, icky smell good in a motherfucker. Your parents broke, nigga. Yep, they are. Lower middle class workers. Yep, my broke ass parents. My broke ass lower middle class ass parents. You know what I mean? Especially after Mason ass granddaddy died. You know what I mean? And then my other granddaddy, he was kind of like a cowboy, but he had to reboot his family, so he divided the land up and left it to some of everybody, man. So I really ain't got no inheritance or no shit like that. So, yep, my parents broke. My grandparents broke because my Mason ass granddaddy put everybody on and didn't leave shit for the future of his motherfucking kids. And you know what? My nana took what the fuck she took and then hit it on their motherfucking ass. And I don't blame her. I really don't. Only thing I'm mad about is the fucking Impala, which they sold before they could find out which grandbaby was gonna be a mechanic. And it said the first one. And I remember my big brother used to pretend like he was a mechanic like a motherfucker. And that's why, because he wanted that motherfucking car. And I ain't even know. I swear to God, rode a skateboard at 1. At like 3, 4, I was riding a fucking 10-speed. By the time 94 came, I was 6. I was already changing my own bike tires and changing bike tires in the neighborhood. Like the shit just naturally came to me. And that's the year my nana was like, yeah, this the mechanic right here. And that's the year they sold my motherfucking car. He told me to help with, I was helping with the bills. I wasn't gonna tolerate the disrespect my mama was kicking. Then they be like, that's your mama. I ain't gotta do shit. You gonna talk to me with some motherfucking respect, or I'll get the fuck up out of here. I don't need to be in your punk ass house to be disrespected every day in a place I pay bills. Bitch, are you serious? I'm out of here. You know, my mama said that's something that she loved about me. In fact, I don't sit around and take nobody's shit, not even in jail. I don't take nobody's shit. If you think I'm gonna take your shit in jail, it's time for me to transfer, buddy. We finna get this shit popping. I ain't taking this shit from nobody. You know what I mean? She was like, it's crazy. I nicknamed you Rabbit after Bugs Bunny. I thought you was just smart enough to be smarter than the people around you. But Mom called you Rabbit because of Bear Rabbit. I'm just not realizing that's the same rabbit. I said, did you realize that Bear Rabbit universe don't exist no more? We don't have his media no more. That's why he had to become Bugs Bunny. I said, I know, and that's the Looney Tune thing is about. It's about all those characters breaking out of slavery, which is why you were so attracted to the Looney Tunes. You know, we don't have a cartoon Fox that really kicks ass, except Star Fox. If you want to call that Bear Fox, then fine. The rabbit has broke free. That shit crazy. Elmer Fudd represent racism. Saying the dumbass black people that's racist are just as dumb as the white people that are racist. They the same motherfucker. He's an idiot with a shotgun in the woods and don't know no better and think he's hunting rabbits. Pay attention. When Elmer Fudd was black, Bugs Bunny was black. When Elmer Fudd was white, Bugs Bunny was white. There's a way out of oppression. I'm gonna pull every trick possible to do it. I don't give no fuck. If the racists won't smoke, they can get it. If Marvin the Martian won't smoke, he can get it. If Yosemite Sam won't smoke, he can get it. Elmer Fudd won't smoke, he can get it. I don't give a fuck. If the Monstars won't smoke, motherfucker, they can get it. I'll go get Michael Jordan. Yeah, you talk to a motherfucking survivor, bro. That's who you talking to. And just like that rabbit they used to talk about during slavery before TV was even a thing. And that rabbit who touched TV, then DVDs, then hit him with the ticka remix and put my boys on. You know what I mean? Hopefully one day I win. I ain't a crybaby for pointing out facts. You still got your cassettes. We were gaming last night. I had fun. Spoiled ass. How you got a Tasmanian Devil cassette player? You worse than my girlfriends who had Little Mermaid cassette players. Like, fuck you, spoiled bitches. My mama boyfriend stole my cassette player, and she swear to God he didn't. And then when I told my auntie what happened, because my auntie bought it for me for Christmas, she was like, that black cassette player I bought him, that Walkman, that's his shit. I couldn't believe the look on her face. I couldn't believe what she said. She thought nobody was listening. Just let him use it for work. Bitch. It was in my room in a dresser. You rummaged through my shit and gave shit to your boyfriend. The disrespect was uncanny. And this nigga actually took my shit and was using it. Wonder why I don't fuck with his ass. I don't fuck with you, nigga. Fuck I'm gonna fuck with you for, and you one of the motherfuckers stealing from me. My first time hustling in life, nigga. I'm 6. The fuck out of my face, man. Bro, you can say let the trauma go all you want to and think what you want to think. But I know what happened. And I know I don't let the shit go. But I'm a Leo. I will forgive, but bitch, I will not forget. glasses to say this shit. The injustices of yesterday will not be ignored in the occurrences in the present. Let me try it again. The injustices of yesterday will not be encouraged in our interactions in the present. Furthermore, influencing our future interactions. Because I will forgive, because I ain't that damn petty. Plus, I'm a happy person, as you normally see. You know what I mean? I got my upswings, downswings. Not saying I'm never fucked up. But I'm happy more often than not. For what reason? I don't fucking know. I'm dirt poor. It should be dead. But anyway, yeah. So with that being said, I forgive, but I don't forget. I will not forget the injustice of yesterday. Why? Because they will be the injustices of the future. So I'm telling you in the present, before we go any motherfucking further, how I feel about the situation. If you cross me when I'm 6, you'll cross me when I'm 60. I ain't fucking with you. This ain't a temporary thing. He didn't know who it was. If he didn't know whose it was, he should have told my mama that he didn't know whose it was. And then it made me look at my mama all funny. So now you ruin the relationship between me and my mother. Because now I think she lying. She think I'm lying. And you just trying to get a piece of pussy. So thanks for ruining my life so you can make sure you can guarantee you a piece of pussy tonight. That was fucking stupendous. And you got a free Walkman out the deal. Wow, you're the type of guy I want to be when I'm an adult. Fuck out of here. I learned something about thieves real early in life. They stealing shit because they ain't got shit. Why don't thieves have shit? Because shit costs money. Money that thieves can't come up with. It's that fucking simple. And if thieves work just as hard as everybody else, it'd be no reason for them to steal. And I can see if you were starving, steal some bread, but there's no need to steal a car. Never a legitimate reason to steal a car. I bullshit you not. No matter how fucking far you stranded, there is no legitimate reason to steal a car. You got more reasons to steal a house than a fucking car. I tell you what, Tank, I only position myself around men who think like me, like every other man. As you see, there is no man that thinks like me. I'm not tolerating none of my closest companions being sex offenders. No, we're not rocking like that. I'm not tolerating my closest companions abusing children. We're not rocking like that. You know what I mean? And I'm not finna tolerate my closest companions abusing women. I will straight tell a nigga, bitch ass nigga, you making me uncomfortable. Every time I'm over here, you trying to bust this bitch motherfucking head. Or y'all came over here, she sat down next to me and now you ready to kill the bitch. Bitch ass nigga, why don't you just take your aggression out on me? Because it's me you really being aggressive with. You just a pussy and a coward and can't say it. I'd have been locked up with plenty niggas like you, bro. And I'll bust your shit, bro. What the fuck you want to do, broski? No, sit the fuck down. If you scared of him, you better be scared of me because you see how I'm treating this nigga. Get your bitch ass out. Why sit in the house with your bitch for 20 minutes, nigga? Fuck you talking about, hoe ass nigga. So I don't even kick it with niggas, bro. Cause they'll get fucked up. And that ain't just niggas as in black people. I mean niggas as in anybody who try that shit around me. I don't have time for no woman beating ass nigga. Get your woman beating ass home. And I ain't got time for no man fighting ass bitch either. If you one of them bitches steady walking up in dude's face and he don't punch you, I'm be like, nigga, you should have punched her. But if he get mad and just punch you, he wrong. In other words, I don't be around adults who don't know how to keep their fucking hands to themselves when they in a fucking relationship. I don't be around adults feel like they got something to prove to a fucking child in an argument. I don't fuck with them type of people. I don't fuck with them type of people at all. And I also don't fuck with sneaky ass men who always. I hate men that be like, dude, loud. I am loud because I don't whisper, bitch ass nigga. You's a whispering ass bitch ass nigga and you sneaky. And the reason why society fucked up because sneaky ass bitch ass butt fucking ass niggas like you on the low. Butt fucking got a whole baby mama and a. And I ain't gonna lead to you doing nothing but butt fucking the little boys in the community eventually, you bitch ass nigga. Which is why your genetics eliminated. That's why you whispering, because you know deep down inside I'm telling the truth. You know deep down inside, if you speaking too loud, some other guy who's a real man gonna be like, yeah, why the fuck are these sneaky motherfuckers here? They are most of the sex offenders. Yeah. We gotta watch the men that whisper in shadows. This is why secret society is so taboo like that. Because y'all a bunch of men sitting around whispering. What is y'all whispering about? What are you not bold enough to interact in society and do? Something that everybody in society doesn't want to see you doing. Like, I don't know, just having sex with random fucking kids. Innocent children. Yeah, we don't want to see that. Society will come together to fuck you up. And you know it. That's why you do it in secret. So, back to my original statement. Even though it's not some sex offender shit that you involved in, biatch, please know this, biatch. If you sitting around with that man and he's whispering and telling you everybody's business and what he's whispering about with other people, you are part of one of those whisper societies. As a woman, that's dangerous. Instead of fuck away from whisper societies. Because now your pussy ain't safe or no pussy around you, i.e. the little pussy that you trying to grow into big pussy. And I know you hate to be referred to as pussy, but I'm telling you how these sex offenders look at you. So please understand that. Don't be mad at the terminology. If you mad about the terminology and you gonna take your ass over there and hang around him anyway, he gonna treat you like pussy. I'm trying to tell you, bitch. If you don't like the way I'm talking, you ain't gonna like the way he gonna treat you. And I ain't fear-mongering. These are all facts. The white woman got to be the most raped bitch in the world. You're also the most Catholic. You're also the most Catholic. And I hate the fact that white bitches are the leader of all women. They leading black women right now. I promise you, every bitch trying to follow behind white women and white women trying to follow behind black women. It's a repetitive motherfucking circle with a small loop on the end. It's basically a noose. You think about the shape of it. Yeah. And you are the mothers and daughters and grandmothers. So you just keep on tightening that noose around the children of society and you're going to start shearing heads off. Meaning that you're going to start eliminating genetics that you actually need to survive. Like not being a sex offender. Not all being faggots. Not all being too lazy to work. Too weak to work. These motherfuckers weigh about 110 pounds now. They been sitting around this construction site doing nothing for about an hour. Amigo just been standing here. 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. An hour and 40 minutes, they ain't been doing shit. You ain't heard not a lick of bang, boom, bop, bing, bong, none of that shit since I've been streaming. They right fucking there. Look at this shit. Niggers are too lazy to work. Are you serious? And the hammering you hear is the egos doing the roof. And everybody out working this morning except construction workers. That shit crazy. I'm projecting. You wish. What's up, Bart? What's up, Beer Light Broker? No, I think my mentality is what it should be. Yeah. What's up, Playboy? What's up, Playboy? How you doing out there, Playboy? I ain't doing nothing, Playboy. Chilling by me Gladys Pope, Playboy. Right on me Gladys Pope. Yeah, chilling by me Gladys Pope, Playboy. Remember I told y'all my transmission was sounding funny? It wasn't my transmission. I found out what was sounding funny. It was my power steering pump. But I added the last bit of power steering fluid I had, so. I don't hear none of that no more. It's topped out. I ain't hearing nothing when I turn it all the way. You don't hear none of that. Before you hear, you know you can hear something when you turn a car all the way to the right or to the left, buddy. You don't hear shit, nigga. My pump is lubed, little dude. It's lubed. It's lubed, little dude. It's lubed like the little dudes in the pube. Yeah. Thank you. I don't do donuts in this. This is my baby. Time go by as Puffy tells lies. I will not let him get me high. It's not good morning. Fuck your financial advice. I don't do shit. Tupac's crazy lyrics. I invested in me. Every time I turn this camera on, I'm invested in me, motherfucker. I find some way to invest in me. That's the goal, Tank. Invest in yourself. Thanks, bro. Thanks. That's why I bought that e-bike. That's an investment in me. That's a quick $100-something from the neighborhood, Jack. I'm trying to buy the other one. I ain't apply for no Wendy's job. I done applied for Wendy's in motherfucking year. At least. It's at least been a year. It's easier to get a job fresh out of prison than it is with no work experience, even if you got no work experience. Trust me. Migo still ain't doing shit. I need his job. If I had his job, I'd be live streaming. I'm on the work site not doing shit. They call me, I'll be like, hold on, yo, I'll be right back. They not doing shit. They not doing shit. Waiting on a pipe truck to show up. They not doing shit. Motherfucker, I not doing shit. I not throwing shit, motherfucker. I worked at Wendy's for 2 weeks when I got out the feds. Right? They still got better food than fucking McDonald's. It's overpriced though. You got that to work there to leave the halfway house. Also, I was selling weed too. Where you gonna sleep this winter? In my vehicles. For most of the winter. So yeah. And I believe you got fired. And beer light broker in the ghetto, we say the feds because that's short for federal prison. See, federal penitentiary. Yeah, it's short for federal penitentiary. I got out the feds. Yeah. These retarded ass niggas from Chicago, California, and New York, bro. The feds! That's everybody now. Fed, that word covers CIs, it covers detectives, it covers police officers, it covers PIs, it covers motherfucking FBI, CIA, it covers the federal penitentiary, medium low, medium security, and maximum security, and minimum security. What else does Fed cover? Fed also covers when, oh, that nigga was getting fed by the plug. You know what I mean? These bitch ass niggas love saying the word fed. Because they are fed. They constantly say police, so you just be numb to police. Police, 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 police. Even a nigga, and it's always a nigga who ain't got no cases. Steady talking about the police. Like, bro, you gotta be the police. That's all you talk about is the police. I just see how they doing it. No, don't try to hide behind no black power shit. You don't know a goddamn thing about black. I'm a black power ass nigga. I be seeing right through you motherfuckers. Don't play with me. Don't run that Shabazz Shaquam game on me, motherfucker. I'ma spot y'all. Okay? Shabazz Shaquam Harambe. I'ma spot your ass right out. I'm like Huey Freeman. And I'm from Chicago, like Huey Freeman. You come over here acting like Duck, like you so much more black power than me. Nigga, I will punch you in the fucking nose, my nigga. I don't know who the fuck you think you is. But I will punch you in the nose. Because the first rule about black power, right? It's a reason why it's a fish there. Because you got to be ready to fight for this shit. And I'm ready to fight for this shit. Even if it's you, motherfucker. See, you believe in that African-American black power. We ain't gonna fight, brother. Well, you not gonna insult me then. Or it's gonna be a fight, brother. See? Difference in thinking. African-American is a motherfucking insult. Yeah, woods have gotten out of control as far as the word. You got woods to describe people. You got woods to describe places. You got woods to describe places of places. Like I'm in Wisconsin, but I'm not in the Northwoods. Northwoods territory would be like Minnesota. That's the fucking Northwoods. You know what I mean? And then you got the Mountain Woods, which is European. I mean, that's around Germany and shit. But then you got the Blunt Woods. You know what I mean? And then you got, like, man, I just got a pair of woods. That's wooden frame glasses. You know what I mean? Or you be like, I got some little woods, not big woods. Big woods is whole full frame wood glasses. These is little woods, some little woodies. You know what I mean? What else? What else can woods be described? Okay, there's a blunt. It also was a slang for weed. I don't know what it is, but these niggas born after 95, they obsessed with the word woods. And they obsessed with white people. I don't know what the fuck. Them niggas is obsessed. I got the white boy swag. Woods this, woods that. I'm a nigga from the wood. Oh, the hood used to be called the wood too. Oh, put it on the wood. That's a term for keeping it real. Put it on the wood mean put it on the table, because tables used to be made of wood. I mean, anyway, yeah, the woods have gotten out of fucking control. I miss the good old days. We didn't say put it on the wood, because only people that say put it on the wood is people who believed in only white Jesus. I don't believe in white Jesus, so I can't tell the wood side of the story, like how the woods got here and conquered everything and they weren't interrupted by anything. Nothing could ever stop those woods. Except sunlight at 12:30 with no sunblock. So let's admit they had help here. And it's the reason why the sun burns Peckerwood's skin. I'm gonna just tell y'all the truth. It's the reason why the sun burns their skin. The sun burns your skin because you're not supposed to be out during the day. What the fuck did white people do to God to lose their day privileges? Holy fuck, y'all pissed God off. Thought niggas pissed him off. Y'all pissed him off. You niggas lost your swimming privileges. Shut the fuck up. We know niggas pissed God off. Shut the fuck, nigga. He took away our amphibious abilities when we killed off the fucking dinosaurs. Yeah, we fucked up. Africa was not a desert until niggas cursed it. Well, to God cursed it because of niggas. There you go. It's part of the reason why Africans hate niggas. Yeah. The Africans woke up one day like, oh, look at the land. It used to be so green. These niggas, they are pumping water here. It is not helping. It is still a desert. We are going to die. Oh, please, God, we are sorry. Get these niggas away. We are so sorry for these niggas. Get to work, Ubuntu. Fuck! One day, the white man will rise. Pow! Ah, shit! When the white man rise, I'm going with the white man. Did nobody care Ubuntu? We bet you people are the original people of Egypt. You are the original slaves of niggas. Yes, niggas originally had red hair and blonde hair. It's black from breeding with everybody else. Now that we got that established. And we had blue eyes first, because we came out of fucking hole in the fucking ground. But then our eyes developed melanin so we could better adjust to more sunlight during the day and brighter tones and whatnot. You know what I mean? We wasn't like flashed until we got back to Europe, like bam. That's why most European niggas develop green eyes and wash gray eyes. Because that's their genetics fighting against all the fucking snow. It's gonna make you fucking blind. I just be like, why white people wearing sunglasses? It ain't even summertime. They stupid. And I came outside in the wintertime one day in Wisconsin. It was like, holy fuck! Shit! Damn it! Oh, my eyes are burning. What the fuck? Hold on. I had to go back in the house. Like, what the fuck? Mama said, what you down there cussing for? Your bitch ass better go to the store. I don't even know where my glasses at. I had to trek through the snow with my eyes burning. I was mad than a motherfucker. And I instantly knew how white people felt when they were cavemen. I was mad than a motherfucker. It made more sense. All of their whole body structure after that. I was like, holy fuck. I need bigger feet. I need to be taller. I need some bigger hands. That's what I need. I need those too. This is some bullshit. For the first time in my life, I think I need blue eyes. This shit hurt. I got in the store and couldn't see. Nigga, I get in the store. This nigga, he on the store in Chambers now. This one he on the store on 7th and Burlock. I get in the store, this nigga like. My eyes settled, he just sitting there like, he ain't moved. I'm like, what's up? He like, you blind, ain't you? I was like, no, I just can't see. He was like, you need glasses to be out here right now. I don't know why the snow's so bright. But nigga, I was mad the motherfucker when I got back in the house. My whole motherfucking face was burning. I said, holy shit, that snow bright than a motherfucker. Hope somebody throw some dirt on that shit. I went in the house and immediately found my sunglasses. I'm putting these on. Fuck no. Which furthermore made me feel like a white person because my sunglasses, I had 2 pair. And I remember I had to put on the second pair. And I didn't like them. Because it was supposed to be red, but they had turned pink because I left them on the porch in the sun. So I didn't want to wear those pink ass fucking glasses. But the sunlight was so bright. I mean, the reflection off the snow was so fucking bright. I just threw them bitches on, Jack. Around pink glasses. Looking stupid. About 2 weeks straight. And my mama got mad. Like, why you got the pink glasses? The snow been hurting my eyes. This snow been bright as hell. It's too bright. Who would have thought? How would we have known who it was? What would lead to us thinking that somebody would assassinate Malcolm Jamal? When you go back and look at the pictures, it's a piece of wood next to him, like he was hitting the fucking head in through in the water and washed back up in the same spot they hit this motherfucking head in. You know what I don't understand? Why when you alive, right? Let me ask you a question. Why when you alive, the ocean try to carry you out to the middle and drown your bitch ass? Why when you dead, it spits you the fuck out? That's really fucking weird. Do y'all realize something? When they let black people in the military, they was like, those goddamn niggers can't get on the boat with us. We're keeping the boats. Them motherfuckers shared the planes, so they shared the boats. White people did not. White people hate sharing boats. It's probably why the Mexicans getting put out. Y'all been buying boats? Might get to blow up a white guys. If anybody buys a boat, it's gonna be some motherfucking problems around here, all right? On my motherfucking mama. I swear to God. On my daddy. My daddy. You know white boys don't play about pops. We're on my daddy. Buy a boat, motherfucker. It's gonna be some drama. They was like, we should give niggers reparations, and Jay-Z bought a boat. They was like, nope. Nope. Brag about your boat, nigger, but your fellow niggers just, you fucked up reparations, Jay-Z. Everybody thank Jigga Man. Thank H to the is O, V to the is A. For shizzle, my nizzle, we're gonna deny you for shizzle. Well, you niggas aren't gonna have a home because Jay-Z decided to buy a boat and we're not gonna give out a loan. And I know you niggas are gonna mope because all you do is cry like a bitch and piss and moan when white boys come through with this bitch and not give you financing. Even though we control the dollar. Keeping niggers on the bottom is our motherfucking motto. This nigger Jay-Z thinks he wants to come up. Well, he fucked up and get done up. Well, he fucked up to get done up. No luck up. Hey, buddy, chuck up. I'm about to dog your ass. Shut the fuck up. Big dog in the house. Roof, roof. Fuck your boat, man. No reparations for niggers until Jay-Z hands over the boat. Hand over the boat, nigger. No white people would never. I remember I watched that movie Head of State with Chris Rock, and he said the roof is on fire and oh white people panic. They would never panic off of that shit. How you make white people panic is you be like the boat, the boat, the boat is on fire. I'm calling home. God damn it! Hey, Chelsea, is my boat on fire? What the fuck are you doing? I don't give a shit about what you're doing in front of that goddamn camera. Fucking doing goddamn. Listen, you're doing face space. I don't care about face space. Go outside, check the boat. Dad, no one's touching the boat. You're stupid. You're stupid fucking investment. Go check my fucking boat. You're goddamn whore like your mother. Go check on my fucking boat. Hello? Todd, or your whore ass sister won't go check on my boat. Go check on my goddamn boat. Someone's messing with the boat, Dad? Yes, someone's fucking with the boat. Just gotta feel it. Someone's boat is on fire. I want to make sure it's not ours. The boat's in the garage, you stupid bitch. See, when white people start a war with black people and y'all start an interracial war, y'all want a secret code war, all we gonna do is destroy all of y'all fucking boats. White people gonna be buying up shipping boats to go out sailing. Y'all gonna be pissed. Ain't gonna be no more personal boats. Y'all gonna stop this war shit immediately. As soon as we get to blowing up boats and beer factories, they're gonna be like, okay, truce, 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 truce. Don't blow up another fucking brewery. The white man is fucking sorry. All right? We're fucking sorry. They blew up another one. We just said sorry. We didn't get the message. You just said it 5 seconds ago, so it's gonna be a couple more blowing up for a few days. A few days? Oh, come on. You niggas already took on goddamn butts. What are we supposed to do without boats and beer? Figure it out. Because we helped the British respect y'all boat and beer privileges. We're not going to respect y'all boat and beer privileges after all the shit that we've been through. Just cross the line, okay? And there is some way we can work this out. If we do work this out, do you niggers agree to rebuild the boats? Absolutely not. Niggas will not be putting in no labor toward this situation. Y'all can get Mexicans to build the boats or Africans like y'all usually do. Okay, next. We should. Yep, this shit is froze. So I'll tell you what I'm finna do. I'm gonna just come back in.